Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Here in Utah, it is bright, beautiful, and sunny and so nice outside. Not too hot, a little bit warm, absolutely gorgeous. So I hope wherever you are in the world, it is a lovely, lovely day. My name is Sarah from Polished Pinkies, and I'm coming on here to show you some more of my favorite Luxio colors. These are going to be the pastel tones that are great for both spring and summer. Last week I did all of the brights that I love, not the neons, but the brights. And I got a comment asking for what does Cosmo look like because it's considered a bright, but I feel like it's more of a pastel bright. So I figured, well, let's talk about some pastel tones that are great for springtime, summertime, can even lead into fall. So I'm going to clear the decks and we will do a swatching of these beautiful colors. I have Cosmo and Delightful, which if you know, you know. Then I have Crush and Contempo. And then I have Marina and Wink. And I have Azzurro and Daring. And I have Whimsical, Oldie But a Goodie, always a lovely color in the Luxio line. And last but not least, one of my favorite purples from, well, I guess not, that's not true because I have a couple of favorites, but I do love this purple. This is Attraction from Luxio. Okay, so let me, first before I even get to swatching, I want to show you the whites because oftentimes we're like, well, which white do I choose, right? So the two main whites from Accents Luxio line is Polar and Pure. Pure on its own is just pure white. So it's just a true white. And then Polar is a bright white. Has a little bit of blue undertone in it so that it has the brightness. Let me try and put my glove behind this so that hopefully you can tell the difference. So if you were wanting a white, just a regular traditional white, you would go Pure. And if you're wanting that really bright poppy white, then you're going to want to go Polar. Through the years, all of the nail techs that I have worked with, we are split down the middle as to what our favorites are. So really, I think it is personal preference. I prefer Polar, but that's because I prefer a bright white, that really stark white, maybe not with the glitter on it, but we're good. I really love those bright, bright tones. So I always pull for Polar, but I have had many a nail tech say that this is their favorite white, Pure. So it's really up to you, but I wanted to highlight those really quickly because we are in the summer months where white is often used as, you know, like the specialty nail in a manicure. Okay, so on to our swatching. First up, we have Cosmo. This is an oldie but a goodie in the Luxio line. It is absolutely beautiful. I hope it's not coming off neon on the camera, on your camera. It is not neon. It is just a bright tone. Well, I can't use the word bright because I did bright last week. However, I have the swatches from last week. Hold on. And I will be able to show you. Let's see if I can remember the color lineup. I think this was Stigma. So here's Stigma right here. This is Smolder. So I will paint this on. So Stigma and then Cosmo. Can you see the color difference? So it's not bright like Stigma, but it is considered a bright color in its own right. So let me clear this off of this swatch. And then once I have them swatched, I will put them to the brights. I'll pull these swatches out from last week and you can see the differences for yourself and then make your decisions from there. So if you did not catch last week's live, it is saved on our YouTube, which is Polished Pinkies Pro. And all of these products can be purchased at polishedpinkiespro.com or on the Polished Pinkies Pro app. If you do not have the app, it's very easy. Just download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store. You can log in with the same information that you have on the website, and it is a little bit easier of a shopping experience. I really love our app, so give that a try. Okay, so first up, our swatching of Luxio Cosmo. I remember before Stigma and Smolder and all of those colors came out, Cosmo had its own season. And Cosmo season was basically from April to late August. It was the color that everybody wanted. Beautiful, beautiful tone of coral. Has a pink undertone. I wouldn't call it a pinky coral. I would just call it coral. Not too orange. Actually, not orange at all. More on the pink side. Definitely a favorite in the Luxio line. All of the Accents gels are a 60-second cure. Nope, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's a 30-second cure. And so make sure that you are giving your gels a full cure in your LED lamp. I am only gonna do one coat of these to show you the power of Luxio. This is Luxio Delightful. Now a little bit about Luxio Delightful is that it is one of our most popular colors. In the Polished Pinkies salon, we had a client who this was the color that she did all year round. Other than probably 1 or 2 manicures, which were holiday manicures. But she absolutely loved this, we'll call it a pastel bright. It's this beautiful bubblegum pastel pink. Such a fun color to have in your collection. Now, even though I'm doing only one coat on these swatches, I do always suggest 2 coats on the client nail, and that is just because the beauty of Luxio is that it is a flexible product. So especially if you're putting hard gel on your client, then you go in with Luxio that is flexible. It offers that beautiful in-between that both flexes and is rigid on the nail, and it's just a beautiful combination. So always use 2 coats of color, unless there is a caveat, unless you're doing chrome or glitter and you're adding layers. But if you're only doing plain color, I always suggest 2 coats of color. Next up is Luxio Crush. Crush, you cutie color. This is Sherbet Orange. And for those of you who might not know, it is sherbet, not sherbet. I always called it sherbet when I was growing up until I actually bought some sherbet and I read it and I was like, wait, there's no R. It says sherbet. I don't even know what's happening. Anyway, Sherbet Orange, one of my favorite colors. Isn't that just so cute? So cute. Sheridosi says, I love Delightful to add to non-traditional 4th of July manicure. Oh, cute. Yes, Delightful. Okay, hold on. Hold on real quick, Crush. So Delightful is a cute tone of color that actually matches so well with reds. You're absolutely right. This is gonna pair so nicely with Tantalizing or Vintage, those reds, or even if you were doing like coral colors. Look how cute that is. Cosmo, Delightful, so fun. All right, back to our swatch of Crush. Sherbet Orange for the win. So good. All right, next up we have Contempo. This is a newer color to the Luxio line, and I actually think it needs a stir. Which do I have I think I do have a stir stick. Hold on one second. I'm gonna need to give this a stir, and you can see that this is clear gel, and then we have the pigmented gel at the bottom, so it just needs a quick stir, and it will come right back together. Hold on 1 minute. All right, here is my trusty accent spatula, and this is how you would stir back together a gel that is 100% gel. So you're going to stick your spatula down inside all the way to the bottom, and you're gonna really scrape the bottom, scrape the sides, make sure you're getting all of that pigment, and then give it a really vigorous stir for longer than you think that you need to. You can put it on the table. When I did this last week, it actually made a black spot on our paper, so I'm not gonna do that, but you can like roll it around. Just make sure you keep pressure on the bottom. And this is really not, like some people are asking me why they have to be stirred. It's just because the pigment and the gel sometimes separate, and especially if they've been sitting for longer than a season. So this is more of a spring color, and now we're into summer. So if it has been sitting for a season, it might need a stir. If you have a color that is traditional for fall, and you don't use it again until the next fall, you're definitely gonna need to give your gels a stir. So it's not weird, it's not abnormal, and it's not alarming. Just make sure that you are caring for your gels so that they have a really long shelf life, okay? And now you can see it's all come back together. It's a beautiful, it's a orangey yellow, beautiful tone. Gorgeous. And fun fact, if you just let your Luxio settle for while you're painting it on and you think maybe the color's not coming together, if you just let it sit, it self-levels, and all of the pigment self-levels as well. So there's some really great properties about Luxio gel polishes. Next up we have Wink, which is the cutest pastel mint green. Oh, I think I want to take my hand from behind it so that you can see the true tone and it won't show up more neon. It's definitely a pastel mint green. Very, very fun color. Very cute. All right. Jody Gel Nails said, I wiped my phone twice last week to get rid of that black spot. Oh, sorry. No, I did that on accident. I caused that little black spot. That's pretty funny. And Nails by Sheridan said, all the colors are looking cute together on the table. I love when we do swatching things like this, especially when they are colors that complement each other, because look how cute. Already, that is an adorable manicure. And I like swatching colors because it just gets my mind thinking about different color combinations. So I agree with you, Sheridan, super cute. Amy, I was just going to say that, Sheridan. Yep, super cute when they all go together. Just wait until that mint green comes out. Absolutely adorable. So next is Marina. Marina is more of like a sea, like a pastel sea blue. Whereas when I put it next to Wink, you'll be able to tell it's not that mint green. It has a bit more blue in it. Hopefully you can see it has a little bit more blue rather than green. Here, I'll take this out. There you go. Okay. Okay, we're making a party here. Okay, so cute. So in this one is Marina, in that one goes Cure. I love Marina too, Amy. It's such a fun color. I'm really happy with this color. It came out in this year's spring and summer collection. So it's been a fun color to use. Next up is Azzurro, which, okay, for those of you who know Ioana, she's one of our incredible accents educators, and she is Romanian, so everything she says just has this beautiful accent to it. And then I try to say it, and then I'm like, okay, you sound kind of silly. So Azzurro, there we go. But it's this beautiful pastel, almost kind of periwinkle, but doesn't have a ton of purple in it, so it's more just a pastel blue with that slight purple. Beautiful color. It has been so popular with customers and clients this year. And when I swatch the next color, you'll be able to see that it has a little bit of purple in it. And even though right now it's coming across as very blue, hopefully you can see there's just that tint of purple in there. Next is Daring. Now this one is an oldie but a goodie. This one is a periwinkle blue. Has a lot more purple than Azzurro, but hopefully when you see them together, you'll be able to tell that Azzurro has some purple in it. And this might even come across as purple on the screen, but it does have a blue tone to it, so it's like I always call it a periwinkle blue, and Celebrate is a periwinkle purple. Gorgeous. All right, next up is Jody's Gel Nails. I think Iwana is live right now. She is. She's showing off. I hope you guys jump over or at least go and watch it later. Iwana G Nails is doing a live on the brand new Enhance, which is the new colors from the Performance line. So she is showing you the differences and teaching you the differences between Trinity and Enhance, and then showing you color comparison. So that's gonna be a really great live. I actually popped in there for a moment, but I have to get this live done too, so yay for Iwana. Next up is Whimsical, which is this pastel blue, oldie but a goodie. There are some real hidden gems in the Luxio line, colors that really just stand the test of time. Luxio is always very good at choosing colors that are not just going to be popular for one season, but rather that are classic colors. Beautiful, beautiful colors that will last forever and ever. Gorgeous. Oh no, guys, I just did like the most cardinalish rule ever. We're gonna leave it so everybody knows I made a boo-boo. Dang it! Flipped over in the lamp, darn it. Okay, let's show you Azzurro and Daring together. So Azzurro is this lighter, and then Daring is this darker. Both of them have a purple undertone. This one's just paler, and this one's a little bit darker. There we go. J. Gulia 89, what are we swatching these for? These are just some of our favorite colors for that start in the spring and that can last all the way through the summer. Last week we did a live regarding our favorite brights for summer, and somebody asked for a comparison of Cosmo. So I instead decided to just do a quick swatching of all of the colors that are popular from spring all the way through summer. And here we are. And our lovely Whimsical that oh, it's beautiful. Darn it. And then last but not least is Attraction. Attraction is a gorgeous, gorgeous pinky purple. Such a fun, fun purple for spring and summer. All of a sudden it's quiet. The air conditioner is so loud here. And now it's turned off. I feel like there's an eerie feeling now that it's quiet. Attraction is so pretty. All right, let's put that in for a cure. And then I'm gonna go through all of the colors one more time, let you know all of their names. All of these products, again, can be purchased at polishedpinkiespro.com or on the Polish Pinkies Pro app. And then before I go, I'm gonna do some color comparisons to the brights that I did last week. So this is Cosmo, which is just a beautiful coral. It has, I would say it leans towards pink instead of orange, but I would call it just coral. Then we have Delightful, popular all year round. Crush, which is a sherbet orange. Contempo, which is an orangey yellow. Then we have Wink, which is adorable, minty green. And then we have Marina, which is like a pastel sea blue. And then we have Azzurro and Daring. Then we have Whimsical, which I accidentally flipped in the camera, or in the lamp, I mean. And last but not least is the beautiful Attraction. Okay, so swatches from last week to do a couple of color comparisons. So last week I did Icon, which is a ultraviolet purple, and you can see attraction is just a beautiful pastel purple, great for springtime and summertime. It's bright enough to be pulled off in the summer. The blue from last week, I chose Startle, which is clearly very, very different from Whimsical. And let's go for that coral color, since that is what everybody was wanting to know the differences between. So coral, this is going to be Cosmo. Let me put my glove behind it. Hopefully you'll be able to see the colors better. So Cosmo is in the middle. On this color we have Stigma, and on this one we have Smolder. And just for kicks and giggles, the beautiful and lovely Scoundrel with Crush would be such a cute manicure together. So definitely don't be afraid to combine the pastels with the brights, because it can make for some really fun color combinations. All of these are from last week's live. You can go back and watch that. These are from today's live. I hope that you have enjoyed the live swatching, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.